So we think that's La Cola. We're about to go up the ridge and back down, eventually pop out on that dirt road or main road, get to La Cola, and I think go up the valley. And if we're going up the valley and staying on this side of the ridge, maybe we're okay. The casual observer, it may look like Joshua's helped me pick up my bike. Not the case. Not the case. We just decided to park here for a bit.
I wouldn't mind dragging your front wheel into the...
Hey. Okay. All right, we're good. We're just on Castle Hill track. We're taking a left onto Junction Spur. It's very rocky, I'll say that. Also, we had a if we were playing snakes and ladders, we just opted for the snake option to go downhill. We're currently at about 1150 meters elevation, and this track appears to cross contour lines, kind of like the snake in Snakes and Ladders going down the ladder, if that makes sense. So we'll see how we go. This is very much 500 meters-ish of elevation. It drops in a very short space of time. It just goes straight down the contours. Mate, you're gonna have to pig dog through there. Oh, that was a technical descent. Woo! Wait. There. Whew. All right, not in the best situation. It's just on 8 o'clock, 10 to 8 at night. We've been about 10 k's from Dargo Hotel, which is where we're staying tonight, or meant to stay tonight, for about 2 hours now. And all of the tracks that are marked on Gaia Maps just don't no through road, or they're not there. So somehow we need to get across that mountain range. We're following the creek and the track just didn't go anywhere, and we pushed in anyway. This track, it doesn't look it there, but is very steep. Zeb's pretty tired, and he's not doing so well. He's not riding as well as he has been. It's getting dark. The other option is we go down there and we go back along the creek. Then we have to go up about 500 meters elevation on top of this ridge line, ride it, and then come down. That's probably about 15 k's of riding. Or we go up this way, another 500 meters elevation, further away from Dargo Hotel, and then have a longer ride out. We definitely can camp here tonight. We've got water, we've got enough food, but there is a fire in this forest over there. It's not super close, we're safe, but it's not ideal in case conditions change or something happens. So bear with us. We might be strapping in for a long night, or we might have to find a spot near the creek or something and see how we go. So Zeb's gone up the hill to try to get reception, call the pub, see if they can give us any tips, and maybe tell us how the fire's going. So
not great. We thought we'd picked an easier route this afternoon. It was only meant to be about 10 k's of this kind of track stuff, but we just can't get out of it. And to go back now is, I think we're too far gone that way. There's some really steep descents that we certainly would struggle, and then we'd be closer to the fire. So, yeah, wish us luck.
Might start doing flash all of a sudden.
Where's me beer?
I'll put it next to your chest.
Thank you very much. Moment to compose ourselves, perhaps.
What time is that? 10?
I can't do two things at once. Just wait, please. My hands are broken.
I think it's 10.
It's 20 past 10.
Okay. Well, good evening.
Is it good? It's evening.
It's an evening.
It's definitely evening.
Today turned into a bit of an epic. We are not coming to you from the Dargo Hotel. We are coming to you from an emergency camp about 10 kilometres from the Dargo Hotel. And we ceased to be able to obtain the objective. But more on that later. So we'll
get there.
in the Mitchell River National Park at the moment. We started today at Aberfeldy Camp, which is in near Mount Borbor. We woke up, still had a bit of a fire going, or you stoked the fire.
Yeah.
Took our time after the late night the night before, and had a pretty relaxing morning, which is good.
It's lovely.
Had another swim, packed everything away, lots of dew. Had the tent, let the tents dry, chatted to the other guys, and then set off on the bikes a bit later. I think it was 10 or 11 or something, but that's okay. And then headed toward, I guess, the Alpine National Park. So we went past some really nice, easy dirt road riding, and we thought that it would be. At that point, we thought, oh, this might be a bit boring today. We might get through it pretty quickly. And then quickly, as we got closer to La Cola, I can't remember the name of the area, but essentially we started on tracks, a whole bunch of really cool tracks, the names of which escape me, something spur track. Really nice, just fire road riding, a few kind of hills, really just
water.
Bit of water crossings, lovely riding. Big hills out there.
Yeah. It took us, 3 hours to go 80 Ks?
Yeah.
So that was, we started off at about 11 or 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
And then, about 80 Ks took us 3 hours.
Yep.
So we revised.
Yeah.
Our
We revised.
plan.
We came to La Cola, which is a cool little, would you call it a town? They've got a CFA, visitor
caravan park, and general store.
General store was kind of quirky. They had more things than we thought, so we did get lunch from there.
Yep.
And
Another ham, cheese, tomato, toasty.
Yeah, it came out much faster than the last one.
Yeah. And had more on it. Onion as well.
Yeah, it was great.
And salt and pepper. Really good. Great ham, cheese, tomato, toasty.
And
Visit the College General Store.
we had noticed
Feel
that
free to sponsor us as well.
we had noticed that there was some smoke plumes on the horizon from a bushfire. So before we got to La Cola, we were checking the Vic emergency app, and we're comfortable that we could safely get to La Cola and would be well outside of the boundary, and then we'd assess our options from there. We thought our original plan was to go the I can't think of the name, Old Wangaratta track, I think.
Woonongata.
Starts with a W.
Yeah. It's like Woonongata, but it's with a W.
Yeah.
Woonongata?
So
it doesn't matter.
We probably didn't have enough time, and we thought it's probably not good to be in, small, twisty track stuff near the fire, even though we're outside the fire boundary. So we thought what we'll do is kind of cut up and around the fire on what are mostly dirt roads, which get about 10 k's to Dargo, and then 10 k's west of Dargo.
Yeah.
And then from there, there's a whole bunch of tracks that were in our map system that we thought we'll be able to connect those fire trails to get into the back of Dargo. That was a lot of fun.
They were great.
The dirt
Hard
roads,
riding.
first of all, took us past Alpine National Park. We got to 1,480 metres elevation, I think.
Yeah.
So it cooled right down. And then the hills started. There are some huge hills out here.
Massive. The elevation shifts.
Oh my God, it's wild.
Yeah.
So the hills just go on
in a
and
short
on
period
and
of
on.
time.
And you come around
they
the
are
corner.
Steep.
and then it just keeps
Really
going
steep.
and going. And
Yeah.
rocky, so lots of rocky, kind of janky, loose hills.
Yeah.
We descended today to get where we are now.
MVP to the brakes,
Yeah.
and that they didn't overheat.
Yeah.
They did well.
In fact, I changed my brake pads this morning because I knew
Yeah.
it was going to be a big day.
Yeah.
So we came down. We did it. Then we picked a track that followed the creek. So lots of creek crossings. That was kind of fun. As we came down, we thought we probably can't get back up here. It's pretty steep and rocky.
So we were doing. I might jump in there.
Okay, yeah.
We were doing heaps up and down, and we were kind of getting like some of them were pretty tough, but as a general rule, the downs were more shaly.
Yeah.
And the ups were a little bit more solid. So
Yeah.
we could get down, we're like, okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
We got to a T intersection, and Josh was like, all right, why don't we go this one? This is a little bit lower, it's shorter, it's along the creek. I think we've had a lot of our fun for the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a great idea, Josh. Let's do
Cool.
that.
Make it early.
Yeah.
Get into the pub nice and early before 6.
Go in the pub. Where's the pub?
So we struggled
pub,
with
Josh?
one creek crossing just down here. The
To
last
be fair,
one.
I struggled. I'm like, thank
Yeah.
you for saying we. Josh struggled a little bit,
Yeah.
but I really made a meal of it.
Yeah, so we ended up pushing both bikes through. Boots are saturated.
I was a steam.
Yeah,
Steamer,
Zev gave it a
paddle
good
steamer,
blast while I was
one
trying to
point.
push him out, and I got covered in water and straight into my boot.
You're welcome.
So
Wanted to get the full river crossing
Thank you.
experience.
We got through that, and then there was this track. I can't remember the name. What's the name of the creek?
Castle Ridge? Castle something?
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
This track we're on now is
We'll put
meant
the
to connect.
screenshots up, you'll see.
Is meant to connect all the way into the road. I think Dargo Road. There wasn't a thrown together, unofficial no through road sign at the start of the track, which we previously ignored one of those during earlier in the day, and it worked out just fine.
Yeah.
We opted to
Also,
take
there
it-
was nothing on the maps. The map still has a trail running,
Yes.
like, beautifully.
Yeah. And we figured being on bikes, you can probably pick your way around any
Yeah.
obstacle that would be in the way. But the track just fizzled out.
Yeah.
That track, from where we are now to the road, is about 3.5 k's. But the track fizzled out, and it didn't really go anywhere. By now, it was really sunset. We tried then to go
About
the
7
next
o'clock.
obvious way, which is out of this track and left, which goes up about 600 meters elevation in the space of about 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
By this point, you were feeling pretty tired.
Very tired.
And didn't make it up the hill, and then didn't really have the energy to recover either.
Yeah.
To
Picked up the
keep on
bike,
going.
yeah. I think that at that point, we assessed options, we had a
Yeah.
chat. I think I tried to be realistic with myself,
Yeah.
which is that I'd actually done, riding has significantly improved, and I'd done all right.
Yeah, like you've been riding amazingly today,
Thank you, Josh.
up and down hills. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's been some very technically challenging descents, and some decent climbs as well.
Yeah, they have been tough. But it has taken a huge amount of mental
Yeah.
concentration and physical exertion. But I think I hit the point where my brain and body just weren't manipulating the bike and operating it as well as I needed to get up that hill. So we kind of reassessed our options. Our options were either Josh could ride both bikes out
Yeah.
then and there, or we stopped, had a meal, and then tried to ride out maybe 2 hours later after I'd had a break and
In
a
the
rest.
dark,
Yeah.
really shaly,
Properly dark,
and I think
steep.
that's just a recipe for injury.
Yeah.
Because
So we opted not for that.
yeah,
And then really that left us the third option, which was emergency camp at the bottom of the hill.
and the problem with that is we're still in the same forest that's got the big bushfire. So we are out. We're confident that we've looked at the emergency app.
Yep.
There's the fire boundary, and then the advice.
I did walk to the top of that hill, the 600 metres elevation in 2Ks, and that was a horrible walk
To try to get reception.
to try and get
It didn't
reception,
really get
and
it.
we couldn't get reception.
We
so,
hope to call the pub and ask them for advice on how to get out.
Yeah.
But
The best we
didn't.
got. I did get to check the Vic Apps emergency website again, so had a look through that, thorough review of all the readings and warnings. And we are well outside, not even the fire area, but the
We're probably a good
alert
10 kilometres
areas.
away from the
Yeah.
alert area.
Yeah.
But it's still it's the same forest. Things can change.
Yeah.
I'm
feels-
I'm feeling very anxious.
Yeah.
So right now, the situation we're in right now is we, at least today, couldn't ride up that hill.
Yeah.
That's the obvious way out.
Yeah.
The other way is back through some difficult creek crossings and then up. may or may not be able to get out of that.
Yeah, we got down it.
The way we came in, I think would be too challenging to ride back out.
Yeah.
So there's no obvious good way out at the moment, and
Yeah.
we're in the same forest where the fire is.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel great. We do have lots of water. We've got enough fuel.
There's a stream down there. We had a swim this evening.
We did.
That was actually quite nice.
Yeah. So I'm still feeling a bit anxious. I'm kind of okay. I think you can rationalize that, like, okay, we should be okay for all of these reasons.
Yeah.
Comfortable that we have an escape plan, which is, you know, we'll have a bag packed when we go to bed. Might set a couple of alarms to check the ridge lines, and we can walk or / run the 2 or 3 Ks down the creek to the road if we need to. So that's good. It is very green around where we are. So, you know, we can kind of rationalize that, but it just doesn't feel very nice. In particular, when we wake up tomorrow, the intent was to wake up early at the pub and set off early because it's a big day of riding, the plan. So I think we will need to adjust the plan, but there's no kind of easy, obvious ways to kind of shortcut what we need to intend to do tomorrow. So good. I mean, amazing day of riding to start with.
Great. To get all together, it's been a very good adventure day.
Yeah.
This has kind of come out of nowhere. This is similar to the bit between Bilbunya Dunes and Kaiguna that we experienced.
Yeah.
And once again, we were kind of going along well. It was tough, but we kind of battled through it, made our way to within about 4-5 kilometres of the destination.
Yeah.
It really should have taken us another 10 minutes.
Like the road is 3 kilometres that way.
Yeah.
We just can't get it. So I think in the morning we plan on getting up early and we're going to walk. We tried pushing the bikes in further that way, but
we had a look.
It didn't really work.
We decided that it wasn't looking great, but I think at that point we hadn't really assessed that the other options were very bad.
Yeah. So I think in the morning we'll get up and go for a walk and see if we can actually pick a path through that and around the logs and everything that are down.
Yeah.
If we can, that'll be 3 kilometres and then we're out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've got a big climb up either direction we choose. Either way is about 500-600 metres elevation in a short space of time, in about 2 Ks. Then we go along the ridge tops, and then we've got to descend
Again.
some pretty tricky descents. So certainly it would have been a bad idea to try to do that tonight with feeling tired and under headlights, because it's just so loose and it's rutted and you need to
a few
pick
more
your
beers
line.
though and I might change my mind.
So I think we've got options tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then once we figure out what time we get out of here, then we can assess what our plan is.
Interesting reflection that, like, coming in here, going down those really steep declines and then getting up, we're like, this was great fun, woo, woo, woo. And then when you get to the point where you're like, oh, they become challenging, suddenly we feel very walled in with very few options. And despite the fact that we're actually doing all right with them earlier today. It's just
I think
circumstances have changed.
Not having local knowledge is really challenging, because the maps we have show lots of options, and then you get to a T intersection and
there's no
track.
Yeah.
Or the track that should be there is a dead end. So you think you had options where you can see the contours and you go, that one should be fine. Yeah. Now we're kind of at the bottom of a valley, and we have to go over multiple ridge lines to get out. So, look, I'm confident we'll work it out, but feeling a bit uneasy.
We may be singed on the way. That's all.
Let's not joke about that.
Sorry.
Otherwise, bikes are kind of hanging on.
Yeah, I lost my headlight. Oh, not my headlight. My
Your indicator
blinker.
broke?
Yeah, but that was already broken, so
True.
No loss. That fell off.
Your hands are feeling pretty sore and
Hands are
stiff and sore.
buckled. I can't. Yeah, really sore.
We did have some warm beers in our stash though, so that's nice to have a beer, take the anxiety out of the evening.
Yeah.
And I think that'll do. Lots of footage. I think it's going to take me a while to crop this together.
Be trapped here for a few days. That might be fine.
Certainly not the priority at the moment, but we'll be in touch. We'll let you know how we go.
Yeah. Hopefully, David and Alison, we see you at Tom Grogan.
That would be great.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Sweet. All right. Thanks all.
Good night.
Cool, alright. Back on track. That's a monster. Who put the track up that? Alright, yo. Following Josh's lead. Look ahead. stay in the water. Big rocks, big rocks. I don't think I've chosen the shallowest part. I think I just point and shoot it. Still don't know if we're now doing that track. I don't think we are. We know about it. So taking another track onto a little bit less used option. It is marked out. Interesting to see how we go here. It's looking a bit spicy. Okay, spice, pretty mild spice. Well, it gets steep here in the big high country. Wily Head was one thing. Try out this track. Zeb is having kittens behind me on the intercom. Oh. Chug, chug, chug! Shit, yeah! Woo! Now the landscape has entirely changed. Yeah. Not sure if you guys can make it out on the GoPro. I'll just stop here. There are layers upon layers upon layers of hills over there. That is really cool. We're now riding in a small river. Slippery small river. Grass is not the way. Pretty slow going at this rate. It's going to take a while to get to Dargo today. Okay, we're coming down this track, a few fun little spoon drains, and we just gave Zebedee some pointers on how to do a jump. He chose a spoon drain in front of a corner, gave it a good handful of throttle as advised, and he did what is known as the flying W. And if you're not familiar, that's a term from the 1971 film by Bruce Brown, On Any Sunday. It's a lovely technique where your feet come off the pedals while you're standing, and off the foot pegs that is. You're still hanging onto the handlebars, your feet are out wide, splayed, mid-air, with only one thing to happen, which is you to come crashing back down onto the seat with your buttocks or the sensitive parts of your man. So, how was that, Zebedee? We're not going up Green Hills track, we're going down Cobb Spur track. If you're wondering, that there, the blackberry juice. Had a little blackberry smoothie on my windshield. The forest goes on forever. Hello. Big fire over there. Is this just so we can have highlights reels?
Well, it's been pretty boring. It is very steep.
Josh is telling me to hurry up because I'm not taking these hills fast enough. Just a bit of throttle, Zeb, you'll be right. Look ahead, saying the right, heaps of throttle. Should be power sliding around these, he's saying. I'm saying, Joshua, that's foolish. Here we go. This has been a very large hill. Large and steep. This keeps on going. Reminiscent of Flinders, 33 degrees, hilly. There's a little shop. The Cola General Store. I reckon they're going to have a little bit of food for us. Okie doke. Woo. That's a weird thing to ride on. I didn't like that. That bridge was yucky. Oh. Okay, so we're just, sorry for the distraction there, we're just leaving Cola, which is actually a cool little town. Had a general store which had fuel and lunch. We weren't expecting that. We are headed toward the fire. There's our fire. See the fire front over there. It's moving pretty slowly at the moment. And the seat of it there. Alright. Good to see it from this angle. Still see it's a fair way away. Currently at 1480 meters. And suddenly it's only 22 degrees. Okay, we are closer to that got a bit spicy meatball. We might have gone up to cayenne pepper. Really good track. I kind of feel like my front end's going to disappear into that. Good luck. Okay, I'll try that again. We are on Castle Hill Track, currently about 30 kilometres from Dargo, which is where we are staying tonight, in the Dargo Hotel, world famous in Dargo. And we're trying to follow just some tracks on the map to see if we can get through this way. So, not too many options really without doing some pretty big detours, so hopefully we can make this work. However, there is a significant amount of elevation in these parts of the woods, so TBA. The T7 just finds traction. Heavy girl gets to the bottom of these stupid little janky rocks. Just keeps on tractoring. Well done. Oh, I'm happy with that. Woo! Oh, that was not an easy climb. How you doing there, Zebedee? Cool. Feel like there might be a little bit of a lookout here. Look at that. We are up high, my friend. This is incredible. Dargo is delivering. There's a reason that if you are in the motorbike circles, you have heard of Dargo. They're not making it up, everyone. They are not making this up.
Joshua's asked that we coordinate who records. I think that's just so that I turn my camera on, as he's realising that there is likelihoods of highlight reels. So far though, none. I shouldn't have said that. Stay on this side of the handlebars. Behind the handlebars is the best place to be. This is hard. Oh, wow. Roger pig dogging in a moment. Shut up, Joshua. I'm still doing it. Oh, pig dog, pig dog, pig dog. Whoa, whoa. All right. Oh, wrong. Oh, God. Still going, guys. I want to get over there. I don't know if I can. Oh. Oh, I missed the brakes. Missed the brake. Missed the brake. Stand up. Stand up. Oh, God. I can't see. My goggles are fogging up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, we're in trouble here. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Fuck. I could not see. I have stopped by way of dropping the bike. A little bit. A gentle... Oh, I could not see. Whew. Walk the bike down, I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gonna try and walk this thing. Oh. Without me slipping or the bike slipping, and I'm not really doing a great job of not slipping either. Oh, that's slippery. Trying not to slip. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, actually, we might be through the... Oh. Oh. It's alright, guys. These are normal sounds I normally make. It's all good. Allison, don't watch this. Oh, don't. Really don't. That's why. Whoops. Go first for a second. It's rather rough. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Over there, over there, over there. Yes. Oh, there. Let's go. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, tree, 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 tree. No, we're still going. Tree, more trees. Ah, fuck. Ah, I survived. Woo! Someone should really remove trees from the middle of this road. Oh. 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 Oh, that was tight. Oh. Oh.
Whew. Squirrely. Squirrely, let's get over there. Yep, that's it. That's it. Whew. That's good. Oh, yep.
Left the whole time. Take that back, I can't see the bottom of it. Stuff over here. Mate, I can practically smell the beer from here. This is a big hill. Oh my lord. Glad it's not as... I'm glad this is all rideable though. This is nothing like that first couple of hills on this track. It's steep, but it's not. There's a line. Chelsea down the bottom, mate. Oh my god. Woo. Yeah, watch out for that bottom bit, mate. Really pick your line. I can taste it. Oh no, that's just fuel. That's the wrong way to go. Oh shit, me timbers. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't be tasting the beer just yet. Maybe I should just wait. I think I should just wait. I need to be a little bit more sober. This is quite actually physically demanding, much more physically demanding than I think much of the other riding has been, except maybe for one of those sand days. Yeah. What line? It's a squiggly line. I can't find the line. It's Mr. Squiggle on a Sunday afternoon. God. If you look at it one way, it's one thing. If you look at it a different way, it's a different thing. At the moment, this is spelling horrible and untimely demise. I'm looking at it. The right looks okay.
know what track we just took, but we took a right at the bottom of something junction spur track, just to get us back to the blacktop a bit more quickly, because it's about 6 o'clock and we don't want the pub to shut before we get a meal and a beer, more importantly. So Steph's just stalled in the river, which bodes well because this track crisscrosses the river a number of times, about 6-7 k's of this before we get to a bit of blacktop, I think, and then we'll only be a few k's out of Dargo.
Nice. Want me to give you a hand? Damn it! Wait. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Got him. We almost had him. To the right, and then to the right, left and then right, I think. Oh my god, you suck. Other turntables. Whew. Okay. 3, 2.
Don't spin the wheels.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, but just try to just traction.
Okay.
That was a fucking paddle wheel all down my front. Track. Seb says we're out of the woods soon. Looks very much like we are in the woods. We have become the woods. I'm trying. It's a nice little. What if this? I hope this log doesn't give way.
You're not helping.
Mate, one must laugh to help. Stop doing it. Get on the high side.
I am on the high side. Thank you.
This log really saved your caboose.
Yeah.
Deb's ridden up the river. I'm not sure I shared that enthusiasm. Okay, let's go back and ignore fewer no through road signs. Alright, this is where a bit of local knowledge would have been helpful. We've been within 5 k's as the crow flies of Dargo now for about an hour and a half, but we just can't figure out how to get out of the forest. So, yeah, you got it, mate. Yeah, I gotcha. So, we're trying a different way. We're having to find some extra hills.